Good evening. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Welcome to BMC News Live presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. I am Jasila Mujib joining you with the daily news updates. News headlines. Industry Ministry launched e-commerce seal service. Political Affairs Under Secretary participated in Saudi-Bahrain Coordination Council meeting. The government schools in Bahrain ready to hold induction days. Israeli Foreign Minister arrived in Bahrain. Legal Affairs and Human Rights Director General received International Organization for Migration Chief. News in detail. Industry Ministry launched e-commerce seal service. Abdullah bin Adel Fakro, Minister of Industry and Commerce, stressed the ministry's interest in developing and strengthening the digital economy in Bahrain, underscoring the focus on initiatives that contribute to enhancing the digital transformation of the commercial sector, ensuring protection for consumers. He also underlined keenness to regulate e-commerce platforms and their affiliated activities to reduce fraud in the sector. The minister made the statements during the inauguration of the e-commerce seal (eFADA) by the Information Systems Directorate at the Industry and Commerce Ministry. The eFADA allows granting a seal to e-commerce platforms after they have met the registration requirements without paying fees. The minister said that eFADA confirms to the user that the online store is registered and active within the records of the ministry and is authorized to practice e-commerce, which contributes to enhancing consumer confidence. Mr. Fakro elaborated that the eFADA service is within the initiatives of the e-commerce national strategy that aims to create an integrated environment for e-commerce platforms and encourage companies and commercial institutions to switch to electronic commerce and expand the scope of their electronic transactions, thus contributing to advancing the growth of the national economy. Political Affairs Under Secretary participated in Saudi-Bahrain Coordination Council meeting. Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmad Al Khalifa, Political Affairs Under Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, has praised the historical ties between Bahrain and Saudi Arabia and the continuous progress under the leadership of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. The Undersecretary made the statements during the meeting of the Secretary General of the Saudi-Bahraini Coordination Council held virtually. Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmad and Ambassador Dr. Saud bin Mohammed Al Sati, the Saudi Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs for Political and Economic Affairs, co-chaired the remote meeting. Schools ready to hold induction days. Government schools are ready to welcome students on the 6th of September, signaling the start of the academic year 2023-24. The committees have been set up to follow up on procedures and distribute discount coupons on stationery to parents, said Schools Affairs Director General Suha Saleh Hamada. In a statement today, she hailed fruitful cooperation between the public and private sectors, noting that this partnership will provide more options to get affordable prices for parents. Schools are also ready to hold induction days for parents and students on Monday and Tuesday in implementation of the directives of His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. The Director General said that the officials from the Ministry of Education as well as specialists from the 4 education zones will be present at schools which will be holding induction days for students and parents. Israeli Foreign Minister arrived in Bahrain. Eli Cohen, Israeli Foreign Affairs Minister, and his accompanying delegation arrived in Bahrain on an official 2-day visit. Dr. Abdullah bin Rashid Al Zayan, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmad Al Khalifa, Political Affairs Under Secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and Khaled Youssef Al Jalahma, the ambassador of the Kingdom of Bahrain to the State of Israel, received the Israel Foreign Minister. Eitan Naye, Israel ambassador to Bahrain, was also present. Legal Affairs and Human Rights Director General received International Organization for Migration Chief. Ambassador Dr. Yusuf Abdul Karim Buchiri, the Director General of Legal Affairs and Human Rights at the Foreign Affairs Ministry, received Mohammad Zarqani, the outgoing Chief of Mission of the International Organization for Migration in the Kingdom of Bahrain. The Director General expressed his appreciation for the International Organization for Migration's efforts in supporting Bahrain's continuous endeavors to develop the work as well as prepare Bahraini and regional cadres and expertise, especially in the field of combating human trafficking. He praised the efforts made by Al-Zarqani during his term as IOM Chief of Mission in Bahrain to enhance and develop the existing partnership between the Kingdom and the IOM, wishing him success in his future assignments. Now it's time for a short commercial break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. Organization of Islamic Cooperation Secretary General called for promoting voluntary work among youngsters. Secretary General of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC, Hussein Ibrahim Taha, congratulated young men and women in the OIC member states on the occasion of OIC Youth Day. Taha commented the efforts made by the member states and the initiatives launched by the organizations and institutions concerned with supporting youth empowerment and enhancing their participation, Saudi Press Agency reported. According to Secretary General, the OIC General Secretariat, in collaboration with the Ministry of Sports in Saudi Arabia and the chair of the 5th session of the Islamic Conference of Youth and Sports Ministers, chose the slogan for the OIC Youth Day 2023 to be Youth Volunteerism and Social Responsibility. Typhoon Haikui made landfall in Taiwan. Typhoon Haikui made landfall in eastern Taiwan on Sunday, unleashing torrential downpours, whipping winds, and plunging thousands of households into the darkness as the first major storm to directly hit the island in 4 years. Nearly 4,000 people were evacuated from the high-risk areas, hundreds of flights cancelled and business closed in preparation for the storm. On Monday, Haikui had started to enter the Taiwan Strait, heading for China. Taiwan's weather authorities said, though it will continue to bring heavy rain across the island into the middle of the week. China's national weather and ocean forecasters have warned of strong winds and large waves around the coastal provinces of Fujian and Guangdong and urged ships to take precautions. Mission accomplished. India puts moon recovered to sleep. India switched off its moon rover, the first craft to reach the lunar south pole after it completed its 2-week assignment conducting experiments, the country's space agency said. The Pragyan rover from the Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft was set into sleep mode, but with batteries charged and receiver on, the Indian Space Research Organization said. Hoping for a successful awakening for another set of assignments, ISRO said. Else it will forever stay there as India's lunar ambassador. By landing on the moon, India joined the United States, China and the former Soviet Union. It went beyond them in reaching the rugged South Pole shortly after Russia's Luna 25 crashed on a similar attempt. With this, we come to the end of today's news. This is Jasila Mujib signing off. Good night.